My dear friends, our verse for today's reflection is taken from the Gospel of Mark chapter 6 verse 22. The text reads, "For when Herodias' daughter came in and danced, she pleased Herod and his guests. And the king said to the girl, 'Ask me for whatever you wish, and I will grant it.'" The verse we've just heard is taken from the story of the beheading of John the Baptist. It tells the tale of John's imprisonment and death at the hands of Herod. Herod had contracted an adulterous marriage with Herodias, the wife of Philip, his brother. John the Baptist had reproved Herod Antipas and Herodias of this adultery. It angered Herodias especially. For on the day when Herod held his birthday feast, Herodias' daughter performed a dance. Taken over by his impulsive and impetuous nature, the king promised to give Herodias' daughter anything she might ask for, even if it is half of his kingdom. Our reflection for today is on the consequences or negative impact of impulsive decisions. The Bible is replete with examples of individuals whose actions were often characterized by a sense of impulsiveness and impetuosity, the lack of restraint, to think twice before we act, actions often driven by strong emotions, instant gratification syndrome, the lack of caution or a second thought over our action, the push to act impulse, the get it now syndrome, the quick to act syndrome, the say your mind immediately syndrome, or the say it the way you feel syndrome. These are impulsive behaviors that can have catastrophic consequences. Details of biblical characters that could be accused of unchecked impulsivity can serve as lessons to learn. First, Peter was a character. He spoke impulsively, even impetuously. He was always eager to speak even before he thinks about it. But there came a time when he regretted his actions. Second, we have Saul. The first king of Israel was impetuous. His rash decisions and inability to control his emotions often led him to make poor choices that had devastating consequences. Remember, he lost his kingdom because of his impulsive sacrifice and his defiance of the prophet Samuel's instructions. Third, we have Esau, who hastily traded his birthright for a mere bowl of soup. And also we have Lot's wife, who turned into a pillar of salt because of her hasty decision. Today we hear of Herod, who, because of his impulsive decision, his instant gratification problem led to the death of John the Baptist. The dance of a young girl changed the course of a history. The many times we have allowed our emotions to becloud our thinking, we have ended up destroying relationships, human lives, and properties. And in Nigerian parlance, we say it is the devil. No. It is called lack of self-control. We are responsible for our actions. Our unchecked and unrestrained anger, lust, greed, self-destructive behaviors have resulted in the wrong perceptions about people, the loss of lives, the destruction of properties, and even self-destructions. Today, the story of Herod, the daughter of Herodias, and John the Baptist serve as a powerful reminder that unchecked impulsivity can lead to dire consequences, both in the lives of individuals and in the broader course of human history. We need to tread with caution because most of our impulsive decisions have led to irreversible damage. We pray that this day God's grace may abound in our lives to be always attentive to the negative impact of impulsive decisions. We ask God for the grace to cultivate self-awareness, emotional regulation, and the ability to pause and consider the potential consequences of our actions even before we act. Shalom.